welcome back to my channel, and as always, for new subscribers, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell, so you're always notified whenever I drop new content. So this video came highly requested from one of my subscribers that wanted me to give 5 reasons of why I feel like iPhones are better than Androids. So let's talk about it. Alright, so reason number 1 of why I feel like iPhones are better than Androids is because iPhones are simply faster. The first iPhone I ever got introduced to was the iPhone 5C. And that was transitioning from a Droid Razr. So the Droid Razr was still like fairly new. Like I had only had that phone for about, I want to say 8.5 months before I transitioned to the iPhone. And the reason why I moved is just because I got tired of the thing lagging. It was always going slow. It was barely loading up the websites or anything I was trying to go to. I would have to wait 5 minutes for a website to load. And then I thought that at first, because I was through Verizon, that was the case, that, you know, once you start to use up your data, Verizon is not like everybody else with the unlimited data. So once you use it, your phone just starts to like go down, and it does not come back up until after your billing cycle. Or if you decide to add more gigabytes, which is like, I think it's like $15 per gigabyte. That's a lot to have to pay to keep adding on 1 gigabyte and 1 gigabyte and 1 gigabyte. So with that being said, I decided to transition to the iPhone. And it was pretty freaking fast. Even after I had that phone for, I think it was about a year, that phone was still going fast, whereas it did not, it just completely, it beat out the Droid Razr like altogether. So rule number 2 of why I feel like iPhones are better. Phone navigation. So iPhone was very, very simple for me to navigate. I was able to get in, get out of the apps with no problem. I didn't have any type of confusion. I knew how to bookmark. I knew how to do a lot of different things that was really, really complicated for me when I first started using Android phones. Now you're talking to somebody that went from using like a BlackBerry. So I'm just like, what do I do? But anyways, yeah, so simple navigation. Even my in-laws who are, they're up their age. Now, I'm not going to disclose their age to you, so no, don't ask. They're still young at heart. Always going to be young at heart. And I love them to death. But with that being said, they have even specified that iPhones are easier to use than it was for them to use their Android. And they have, I think, the iPhone 8. So they're pretty close to the new version to know how to operate and work the thing, which I think is really, really good that, you know, a lot of older people are starting to take on the iPhones. So reason number 3. This is a good one because I've had the biggest experience with this to know that this is actually true. The best apps go to the iPhone first. I cannot tell you how many times I would sit here and watch TV and see like a game or something come across the TV and it says that it's available for download, and then the first thing it says, and this is when I had my Android, the next message that pops up, available on iOS. We need to have a talk because this is not fair. Why do iPhones get all the best apps first? And they're pretty good apps. They really, really are. So that's why I was just like amazed at how they always get everything first versus Android. It takes them a couple months to maybe like a year or so. If it ever even becomes available is the question. Because I think there is, I'm trying to remember what game it was, but you could download it on iPhone, and this game has been out for like the past 2 years. If you go to Android and try to download that same game, it's not going to pop up. It's going to bring up stuff that's relevant to it, like almost like the same as it, but it's never going to be the complete game that you're looking for. So that's just another reason why I feel like that iPhones are better than Androids. All right, so guys, reason number 4, Apple Pay. Let's talk about it. Apple Pay, I love Apple Pay, except for when I go to Wally World. Darn it, they have got to start using Apple Pay. They'll let you use Android, but they won't let you use Apple Pay. The only way I can use my card to pay off of my iPhone is I have to put my debit card onto the Walmart app and then hit Walmart Pay. That is not how I want to do this. But Apple Pay is available at a lot of different locations now, whereas before it was not. It was very few places that they did have it. Now it seems like they're starting to kind of like evolve into bigger areas that at first I never would have imagined that they would even have it. So I think that's another great thing about it. Leaving my debit card at home, which I have done that a couple of times before. Oh, okay, well. And I just so happen to be out with people when that's happened, which is even worse, because then I don't want people to look at me and be like, yeah, I'm not paying for your stuff. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got Apple Pay. But yeah, so reason number 5 why I feel like iPhones are better than Androids. No bloatware. Now, you know how you'll get Android, and Android's going to come packed with all this different stuff. You're going to have different apps. You're going to have different games. You're going to have different, like, maps. It's just, like, radio stations that probably aren't even available. Like, I know Samsung used to have Samsung Milk, and now if you buy a phone and it has Samsung Milk on it and you go in and click it to try to use it, it says that the app is no longer available, and you can't even use it. So the point of having it on the phone is for what? I can't use it. But that's one of the things that I just did not like, because I was like, wow, why am I going to get this phone with all this stuff thinking I'm going to be able to use this stuff, and then come to find out you can't use it. There's no point. So iPhone does not come with all of that. iPhone has come with maybe 2 or 3 things that I probably really didn't use in the beginning, such as iMovie. I did not use iMovie because I had no idea what the heck it was at the time. So I was just like, okay, this is just the app that they just randomly put up here for people to use or whatever. Stupid me. But after a while, I eventually started to use iMovie, and I was like, holy crap, now I understand why it was on the phone. Let me put that back on my phone. So once I did that, I was pretty happy with it. But yeah, guys, these are my 5 reasons. Like I said before, these reasons are all based off of my own personal experience with both sides, iPhone and Android, and this is my feedback from it. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think about this video. And until then, guys, peace.